Yeah, look, Carrie, I'm really trying to not yell about religion necessarily because I know a lot of people are Christian, and I'm not telling you to not be Catholic, but damn, um, I don't know how you reconcile being Catholic with this guy, unless you just
I
oppose
think
him, right? And you think
I think you can
he's
just
usurping the church,
yeah.
right?
I think you can oppose him. And again, I'm not a Catholic, so if there are Catholics in the chat who think I'm wrong about this, let me know. But if I assume you can still be a Catholic and oppose him the same way that I oppose false shepherds in
I think you have
Christianity.
to be orthodox,
And
right?
and yeah, for example, there's a pastor, a preacher, a Christian preacher that I follow on Twitter who's one of the social justice preachers. So he's a blasphemer. He's not preaching Christianity. He's pretending to preach Christianity, but he's preaching social justice Marxism. He's preaching evil and he's cloaking it. He's trying to cloak it in the approval of God. So that's the same thing. It's the same thing. I view that is evil. That's the ultimate evil. And something I saw that he tweeted this weekend, it bothered me so much. I noticed that I noticed a couple things in the past week. I noticed that when Chrissy Teigen and John Legend posted about losing their baby, that there were some posts, not the majority, but there were some posts in their Twitter feed that were just gross from people presumably on the right who were gleefully um, uh, just taking joy in their pain
Right.
because they think Chrissy Teigen and John Legend are evil people. They
Right.
were then engaging in evil and they were celebrating the loss of her baby. And I thought that was just very disgusting. I don't care if you think they're evil people. By lowering yourself to celebrate the loss of their child, how are you any different than
You're
what you think they
celebrating the
are?
death of a baby. Let's just be
Yeah,
clear.
that makes you evil. Okay.
Yeah.
And then very similarly, when Trump contracted COVID, I saw
Oh yeah.
people on the left doing the same thing. I saw people on the left who, because they think Trump is evil, were celebrating him contracting this illness and hoping that he would die. And again, I would say the same thing to you. I don't care if you think that he is evil, just like I don't care if people think Chrissy Teigen and John Legend are evil. Thinking someone is evil, but then lowering yourself to engage in evil and wish death upon them and celebrate the death of a baby that makes you no different than what you think they are. It's disgusting. And I don't care. It knows no political party or side. I don't care if you're on the right or the left. I think it's disgusting behavior. And I think it unites you actually with people on the right and the people on the left who do that. You guys are all the same. And you gross people can go over there and get away from me. Like, I think we separate it into gross people and non-gross people. So I thought that was very gross. And then what I noticed was people on the left start to try and justify this gross, evil behavior. And I saw it from all kinds of people say, basically they said, you're not, I saw someone posted the SJW buzzword, how they've tried to co-opt the word gaslighting and they use it incorrectly. They said, you're not required to have empathy for someone who gaslights you, which is basically just trying to justify your evil behavior and attitudes and say it's okay for me to gleefully hope this person dies because guess what? I think they gaslit me. That's okay. So it's okay if I behave in an evil way.
Yeah.
That's awful. You're just trying to excuse your bad behavior. And then I saw, to bring it back to this, I saw that social justice preacher, Kyle Howard, post a poll. And he was trying to defend people wishing death on the president. And in
Right.
his poll, he said, would you tell slaves that they should pray for their slave owners?
Mm.
Would you tell Jews in the Holocaust that they should pray for Nazis? Would you tell
Right.
let me finish. Would you tell those who are being exploited sexually, like child sex slaves, or would you tell them they should pray for their captors? And I would say yes. And the Christian response to that is yes. You pray for your enemies. It doesn't come with a footnote. Pray for your enemies, except those who XYZ. No, pray for your enemies. Love your enemies. And in fact, those are the people it's hardest to love. And you don't understand. You claim to be a preacher and you don't even understand the concept of prayer and of forgiveness. I know you and Carter and I, we disagree on forgiveness, but this man claims to be a Christian and a preacher at that. And he doesn't believe in forgiveness or prayer for your enemies. And you know what I said to him was like, I think you are committing a great evil. I think you are sowing evil and racism in the hearts of men. And it's an even greater sin because you're doing it from the pulpit and you're trying to cloak it in the word of God, which is taking the Lord's name in vain. You're committing a great evil. And yet I pray for you because I have to. I think the Bible commands you to pray for the people you hate until you learn to love them. And I hate you. So yes, I pray for you.
At least you hate someone, Carrie. I'm happy to hear that.
Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, look, I mean, Ragamuffin in chat was saying don't confuse Christianity with Catholicism. Just to be clear, I grew up Christian. I did not consider Catholics Christian. However, now that I'm an atheist, that's an internal battle. To atheists, you're all Christian. You all worship Christ. You all have the Bible. This is an internal argument about who's Christian and who's not. I'm not going to judge who's Christian. They're claiming Christianity. Catholics claim to be Christian. I get the argument, the Protestant argument that they're not. I totally get it. But I don't know. I'm still angry about the Pope. I'm sorry.